Oh, well, too late. Hello, world. It's Berto Prey 5, and I have a special guest host today, Commodore Ty.
Hey, hey.
Sorry, I should have muted my
Hello.
There we go. I should have muted my YouTube. There we go. So, welcome everyone. I apologize for being late. I see Richie Poole was here quite early. Says, "Woohoo! Raiders of the Lost Ark, starring Weird Al." No, it's not Weird Al.
No Weird Al.
And by the way, the movie is just called Raiders of the Lost Ark, not Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. You see, I did not know that at the time, Richie. As you can see from the thumbnail, it certainly looks like it's Indiana Jones. Jeff Franklin is sighing. I'm sorry, Jeff. We're going to be a little late. The Continuum says that's okay considering you're streaming and a hot part earlier than usual. Yeah. You see, I was trying to get it started at 1, ended up coming 1:45 when all was said and done anyway. It would have just been better starting at the usual 2 p.m., but whatever. Richie Pools as well. Okay, Bird, if you must, we forgive you this time. Well, thank you. Carlos says,
was in the chat since 1.
yeah, I'm sorry, guys. You guys have been in the chat for a while. Wow, 17 people were waiting or watching from the beginning on. I already got a downvote. I'm sorry. Somebody was mad because I was quite late, obviously. No, it wasn't Mama Prey's fault. Richie Poole, you missed the Sisso Prey stream the other day. Thursday? Yeah, Thursday stream. Sisso Prey was on. Yeah, the Thursday Risk stream turned at the end into a Sisso Prey stream. 4.5 hours more. I think it was 5 hours. Darth Maul says, no worries, Bird of Prey. Hope you are doing better today. If Kim Jong-un can survive anything, his comrade from Kuroga can too. I'm certainly better than I felt yesterday. Not a lot, but better. A little bit better. Marlena says, hi, folks. Qapla, Marlena. Jeff Franklin is angry, as he often is. I am so sorry, Jeff. Commodore Ty. Oh, that's you.
Yes.
It's snowing. Oh, that's right. Yeah. We got spared by the snow by just like a few miles.
It's May and it's snowing. Dear God.
Well, you know, I'm dreaming of a white Mother's Day.
We don't need a white Mother's Day.
Of a white. Isn't that the Frank Sinatra classic song?
No.
I'm dreaming of a white Mother's Day. It's not racist. He means snow. Richie Poole says, Jeff, why are you mad or sad? Richie Poole says hello to Marlena. Okay, everybody's saying hello to each other. Mountains of Elysium says, greetings, Bird of Prey, Mama Prey, and fellow nerds. Greetings, Mountains of Elysium. And Jeff Franklin will tell you it doesn't matter, but we care, Jeff. We care. And greetings to Sassy. Chase of Nah, can't say that word. Chase of okay, better stick to usual greetings. What was he going to say? And greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Jeff doesn't remember why he's angry. Richie Poole says, unless, of course, you are antimatter or energy. Sorry, just a little nerd humor trying to cheer you up, Jeff. I must have missed that. Resolute Germ is in the house. Thank you, Resolute.
Yeah. Me and him were talking.
Cool. Resolute says, I see Bird's timing is as sharp as usual. I really tried, Resolute. I really tried. I accidentally forgot to render the video. So I might have made it with like 1 or 2 minutes late, but when I had to re-render the video or render it for the first time, apparently, the screenshot video, it took a few minutes. Agnes says, that's what happens when you get late onto Doomcock stream. Oh my God. Yesterday, I just wanted to get to sleep, and Doomcock read my super chat. So I said, hail, Doomcock. And he saw me in the stream, and he's like, "Oh, Bird of Prey, why don't you DM me on Twitter?" And I'm like, "Oh, I know what this is probably." He's like, "Yeah, it occurs to me you have a YouTube channel, and I'm going to have a Star Trek panel." So, and he had an opening. So I was like, "Oh, so he's going to bring me on." And I had thought about the time. I was like, it's another hour. Okay. So I just stayed up way past my bedtime, but it was cool to get on Doomcock's channel. Even if Anti-Tracker did cut me off, I was going to, I was gonna bring in my Aussie O'Prey accent and say hello to Tyron Beard, but he cut me off. So, but it was good. It was fun, and yeah, hail Doomcock, and almost 20 new subscribers this morning. So, very cool. I gotta give a big thank you and shout out to Doomcock, who loves this movie, by the way, but unfortunately, weekends are terrible for him. He's busy down at the lair on the weekends, so he can't. Unfortunately, I doubt he could watch. But this is, I think Doomcock said that Raiders of the Lost Ark is his all-time favorite, or one of his all-time favorite movies. Certainly his all-time favorite, whatever. Maybe like one of the classics is more
this
favorite.
Is a classic.
Yeah, I'm talking about like, Casablanca or something, but it's pretty close. Commodore Ty, oh, that's you. Okay.
Yes.
Said I had lots of things going on, Germ, but back now. Very cool. Okay, let's skip. Just if people use @BirdWillPray5. Josh Streets is okay. It's like I'm going to miss the stream. Still have 2 hours to upload before I'm done. Power went out last night. I only got back up 4 hours ago. Upload, so first come first. Sorry, Bird of Prey. I'm so sorry, Josh Street, but maybe you'll find your way back before we finish. Josh Street and Bird of Prey. If you drink from the right Holy Grail, you live for all time, just like the Anti-Tracker. You need to do effect that is find the fountain of youth, or the Lazarus pit from Batman. I would drink from the Holy Grail if I was sure it was the right one. Commodore Ty says, I'm just waiting for the link. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you fixed that. And Richie Pools says, Jeff, you're about to watch a great movie with Bird of Prey and Commodore Ty. Life is good. 54.5 Access Radio says, oh, don't get me wrong. It's a great movie, but mixed feelings all the same. I know they're killing some. They're killing some of the main people of 54.5 Access Radio. Jeff Franklin says, soon what? Soon I'm starting. Ozzy says, come on, Bird of Prey, you slacker. Josh Reed says, Bird of Prey soon. That is what Sassy said to you about ultimately. And oh, wait, son of a bitch. Sorry, Sassy. I forgot I wasn't supposed to tell Bird. Wow. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. And chat Qapla, Mike Richards. Number one sci-fi is Bird of Prey. If you want to watch the condensed commentary about this movie, check out my video from yesterday where I discussed it on my show. Your 15 minutes of positivity. Very cool. Very cool. Number one sci-fi Bird of Prey. I have a bad feeling about Belloq and the Germans in this one. I don't know if am I pronouncing Belloq correct? Do you know, Commodore?
No.
Okay. I think it is. Josh Reed says, Bird of Prey, if you drink from the right Holy Grail, you write.
That's the third.
That's not this movie. I know.
That's the third one.
Yeah, that's actually my favorite of them. If you drink from the right Holy Grail, you live all time. Wait, I read that. Oh, we jumped. Yeah, I was a slacker. Okay. Sorry. Bad feeling. Jeff Franklin finds new emojis to show his upset and displeasure. And Jeff Franklin, we've spoken. Hit me up on Discord or something after this if there's something I can do. Agnes is a co-host. Male, we want Sissel Prey. Well, Sissel Prey doesn't give a shit about Indiana Jones. Commodore Ty, however, does.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you rank this movie, Commodore?
I would say I would put it at my number 2. Like I would
Wow.
put the Lost Crusade, Raiders, Tomb, and then way in the bottom, Crystal Skull.
Hmm. I wouldn't even list Crystal Skulls.
Crystal Skull is the discovery of the Raiders franchise, of the Indiana Jones franchise.
Gotcha. JP says hello, Qapla. JP's Kronos says Qapla. I didn't get notification. How are you feeling today? A little bit better than yesterday. Malden says, hope you're feeling much better. Well, a little bit. It's good, and I'd say we had some progress, although I apparently have a low-grade fever, so that's not great. Number 1 says, Bird of Prey just subbed to Commodore Ty since I unsubbed from you. Wow. Wow, and Joseph Patrick with a €2 super chat. Hello, world. It's Joseph Opay2. Finally, a good movie. Wow, finally a good movie. All these movies of quality entertainment, and finally a good movie. Not Ryan Johnson says, Anti-Trigger cut you off. That is normal. Yeah, I was right in the middle, and it's like, sorry to butt in Bird of Prey. I'm like, what the fuck? This is my minute in the spotlight, you son of a bitch. Actor says, Bird of Prey, have you heard the alpacan antiviruses can be the cure? No, I did not. Actually, I did. Yes, I heard that llamas or alpacas or something. Yes, I did hear that. I now that you remind me, I did read that. I thought it was a joke. No, it was real. Alpacas or llamas could hold the key to curing the virus. Kronos is Bird of Prey. That is all. Number 1 says, Bird of Prey, are you a live chat? You cheating son of a bitch. You know, I'm not on live chat, son of a bitch. I'm on top chat. JP says, I think I have contracted the Bird of Prey 19 illness. Today was coming out both ends last night. Oh, I'm so sorry, JP's. Kronos says, sounds to me like Belloq or however you spell his name. Yeah, I think so. Kronos says, how much chat is there? Apparently quite a bit.
Yeah.
Kronos says, birds. Why did it have to be birds? My Richie Fool says, Bird of Prey, you must watch Crystal. No. Crystal Skulls isn't even going to be put on the list, Richie. I saw it 1.5 times, and that was 2 times more than I should have ever watched it.
I would have to be very, very drunk if I had to rewatch that movie.
Kronos didn't hate Crystal Skull? Wow, Kronos. You must love Star Trek Discovery, too. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, greetings, birds, turds, and nerds. Greetings, Wesley. And Wesley, I got to thank you, Wesley. Wesley said some amazing things about me last night on DJ Odyssey stream. It was the middle of the night stream after I'd gone to sleep, but I was watching it this morning, and Wesley shouted me out. Thank you, Wesley. It's appreciated. Even though I wasn't there. Then they also did a nighttime Risk game because they didn't want me winning. So they played Risk with it when they knew I was asleep. But that's okay. I still watch that stream. So I've got all their strategies down now. Mountains of Elysium says, Bird of Prey and Commodore Ty, what do you think of the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles? I never saw him.
Never heard of it.
Oh, I've heard of it, but I never watched. Jeff Franklin says, Bird of Prey, no one can help. No, you've got to help. You've got to help. You got to help yourself. Or time, both things. Number 1 sci-fi says, Bird of Prey, the snakes in this movie remind me a lot about you. Snakes. Why has it got to be snakes? Kronos is Bird of Prey. I only saw 1 episode of STD, and you loved it. Admit it. Wesley says, Bird of Prey can take a beating and shrug it off like it was nothing. Thank you, Wes. Okay. Commodore, everyone, we're going to be starting in just a minute. So, guys, if you have Netflix, it's on there. In fact, I checked it this morning. It's the same length as this version. So if you want to watch on Netflix, that's probably the highest quality way. There's also, of course, well, I mean, if you wanted to rent it, you could rent it on YouTube or Amazon or God knows, ton of places to rent it. But for free, if you already have Netflix, you can watch it on Netflix. Or, of course, if you're watching this live today with us, you can go to the Bird O' Prey 5 screening room. If you go to birdopray5.com, you scroll down and open the link for the BOP5 screening room. Leave your YouTube tab open so you can hear the commentary, but you can then watch the movie there. This is my copy of the movie. It's place shifting. If I was able to invite you all to my home, you would all be here watching it with me on my television, but I physically am not able to do that. So this is the next best thing. So pick whichever one you're going to get to. And if you're watching your own copy or your DVD or Netflix, bring it up to the 7-second point. That's where we are paused. And if you watch in the screening room, in just a minute or two, and when I hit play, it'll be playing from the 7-second point. That'll be about it. We'll watch the movie. We'll comment. If you have any comments, do @Bird O' Prey in the chat. Commodore Ty, are you also looking at the YouTube chat?
Yep.
If so, you can also do @Commodore Ty, I'm sure. Get his attention if you have a question for him. And, we'll do our best to talk. Although if we're watching the movie, I think I to try to keep some of the comments based on the movie. But not always, JP says, I'd love to stay, but I have to run. It's a day off. I need to get groceries. Understood, JP's. Godspeed. Joseph Pedrick says, Bird of Prey Lowell, this movie is not on Netflix in Europe. 2 and 3 are. Son of a bitch. Those damn Europeans. It's on Netflix here in the USA. Use a VPN, Joseph. Jeff Franklin says, Bird of Prey, I appreciate your generosity and compassion. Oh, thank you. Richie Pools says, Bird of Prey, please wish Mama Prey a very happy Mother's Day for me. Mama Prey, Richie Pool wishes you a very happy Mother's Day.
Thank you very
She says thank you very much. Number one sci-fi says, Bird of Prey, I think that Wesley has a bromance going on with you. I think it's a healthy bromance. That's fine. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, can we come over after C19 and watch movies? Yeah, probably, in months or years after, sure. Once we're really sure it's been, nixed. Joseph says, Bird of Prey, I will use my high C's download. However, I own the DVDs, so it's not stealing. And Chrono says hi to Mama Prey. Yes. Okay, so here we go. I've got to bring up 2 windows here. Okay, no, of course. Why do you keep going away? There you go. That window. Don't mind me. Okay, and the screening room. Okay, so again, we're going to hit play. I will count down from 5 seconds, and we'll hit play after I get to 1. So, and if you're in the screening room, you don't have to do anything except adjust your volume. You can't pause it. You can't stop it. I control the screening room. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Paramount Pictures presents.
Lucasfilm production.
Nice. Steven Spielberg film. It's kind of hard to read.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I guess he was right about the title. Harrison Ford, a.k.a.
Indy.
I was about to say Luke Skywalker. No. Not Luke. The other guy. What's his face?
Does anyone know the theory that links this to Star Wars?
No. Is there a
That they
theory?
think that once Han Solo was put in carbonite, this is what he was thinking about when he was in the carbonite.
I could see that. I mean, granted, it's weird that it takes place on Earth and has Nazis in it, but
That's the
you know.
theory. That's all. That's what they think, that it's Han Solo when he's thinking, when he's put in carbonite, because the first Indiana movie did come out after Empire, I think.
Yeah, this was 1981, I believe. I don't know. Walking through that type of jungle seems like there'd be worse things. It's
Yeah,
probably where the murder hornets originated. Everybody's got malaria.
at
I'm
least they
worried
must have
about.
made this set or shot in. Right now, it would all be green screened.
Yeah, that's true. If the poison is 3 days old, how are they following you?
That's an oxymoron. It's fresh. Oh, it's 3 days old.
Yeah, and if they're following them, how did they know they were going to be there 3 days ago? And why would they shoot? Star Trek nitpickers is in the house. The big Qapla Star Trek nitpickers.
Howdy, Star Trek nitpickers.
He put out another video today of his USS New York series. It's amazing how he put so many small clips into one original news story. You see, I think this is what made whips popular. Everybody
Okay.
wanted to have a whip.
He must have had super hearing because he heard the hammer being pulled back.
Well, he spit the poison out really quickly, Kronos, so I'm sure it was safe. I'm sure everybody at the first time was wondering why he was putting sand into a bag. The first time you saw this movie. Afterwards, I think we all knew why.
Yeah, it takes multiple viewings to figure that one out.
It's Raiders of the Lost Ark, Cinnabon. It's going to be a while, Jeff.
Spiders.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Yeah, like this guy doesn't know what's going on.
Great
Oh, yeah,
effect.
that's natural. Qapla lady missed. The spider scene? I hope not. In fact, none of these scenes are appropriate to act as kids. Me too.
The sandbag scene, that's a good scene. Nitpicker. That's interesting, Indy Tiger. Never thought of that.
Qapla immortal technique. I don't think he has nearly enough sand there. Like if that was really gold, he'd need a hell of a lot more.
Exactly. That bag should not have been enough.
Maybe that's why it wasn't.
Maybe he purposely wanted to set it off.
Now he doesn't care about the other guy.
And the other guy shows it too.
Wow. What a Turdistaning thing to do. I heard it. I heard it, nitpickers. Cheap.
Gotta make sure he gets that whip. Karma.
And what if he just walked backwards and let the rock go over him?
It's to advance the plot. That's why he had to run forward.
I know, it would have been too difficult.
And he would have been sealed in there.
I guess if the rock stopped. Wow. A little overkill. Hmm.
Wah, wah.
If only he spoke Jovitos. He's way too happy. Of course I speak Javitos, Kronos.
Huh.
Wait, is this Jurassic Park? Oh, no.
It is a Steven Spielberg movie.
He likes
Something I
those
didn't even
people
see
running
that.
across fields. Ah, well placed.
Vine.
Yeah. Good thing they have terrible aim now.
Future stormtroopers.
Hmm. Hmm. Uh,
You got to agree. Great score by John Williams.
huh. Okay. Folklore.
Man, she must
Is
have spent
everyone in that class a woman?
How long did she spend doing that? There's one guy.
Hmm.
2. Well, those 2 guys might be the luckiest 2 guys going.
Yeah.
Classroom full of girls.
I mean, I didn't realize so many women went to college in those days. Of course, Army intelligence. They come all the time.
It's no big thing.
Bird of Prey, don't forget this was in 1936, which was close to World War II. Yes, but not yet.
That's why there's Nazis everywhere. I thought they couldn't break the Enigma code at that time.
No, they shouldn't have been able to break Enigma, and they certainly didn't tell the Americans that they broke Enigma for quite a while. However, there were 2 Enigma machines, so it's possible they broke the first one. But the one they were using during the war they could only break at Bletchley Park in England.
And it took them almost until halfway through the war to do it.
Right, yeah. And then they were super, super, secretive about it because, I mean, they even let their own ships get attacked because if they stopped them, they would be suspicious. It's terrible. Yeah, the Well of Souls. Of course, that's where they put it.
Tanis was found by the French, not the Germans. Hello, Midnight's Edge. Welcome.
Qapla Midnight's Edge. Awesome. Indy. Those have to be old, right? They can't be making new ones.
Anyone here that we're going to get an Indy 5?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
We're going to get Indiana Jones 5.
Oh, yes, Indiana Jones 5, Jesus.
Well, if it goes by the way the pattern so far, 5 should be a good movie because it's the reverse order of the Star Trek movies.
See, I didn't think Temple of Doom was all that bad.
The other two?
Okay, it's the least of the 3. Yes, but it's.
And then you had the Abomination that was 4.
Yeah, 4. Oh, 4 I don't even count.
So if 1 and 3 good, 5.
If 5 wasn't being made in 2020, 2021, I don't know. Maybe. But I have a hard time thinking that they're going to be able to overcome modern storytelling and make a good movie. But you know what? As always, I hope to be proven wrong.
Richie Poo. Crystal Skull was not good at all.
No, Crystal Skull was, painful to watch. Wow. Midnight's Edge loves Temple of Doom. Very cool.
Interesting.
It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. It's like Star Trek 3 for me. It's not my favorite, but it's also not the worst.
I would see Temple more like Star Trek 1.
Oh, see, Star Trek 1 I just skip all the time. I just start watching at 2. Oh, they don't have a wrench? Thank you. Thank you for letting me know, Joseph. We got to fix that. You got to fix that. There you go, Midnight's Edge.
Jeff.
You're wrenched.
Okay, number 1 sci-fi. That's a little too far.
That's tough one, number 1. That is a really tough one. See, it's Discovery's. I would say Crystal Skull is better because it's shorter. But if there was the same number of like if we had to put it against any two Discovery episodes, it would be really close.
There are some good Discovery episodes, but they're few and far between.
I'd say there were some less objectionable Discovery episodes.
Yeah, the ones that didn't focus on Michael Burnham.
Yeah, mad with power. That's what we all do.
Hello, DJ.
DJ Odyssey is here. There goes Bird with the bribes again. Well, DJ on DJ's stream last night, he outed the secret way to get on other people's streams. Although I'll be honest, some of the people who were on the panel last night on Doomcock, I never saw them give super chats. So I don't think it's 100% true.
Midnight's Edge. We never said Temple was worse than Crystal Skull. You just
No. Nobody ever said that. No, for me, Last Crusade is best, then Raiders, then Temple, and then I really don't even acknowledge that 4 exists.
You got the same ranking I do. You give too much credit to Willie being based off KK. Darth.
That might be true, DJ. I never saw Galactica 80, but it might be.
This scene here was shot in one continuous shot.
Awesome.
Like no cuts, no breaks, no nothing. It was just one continuous.
I'll grant you that, number one. Maybe. I think I could probably say that. How is Temple worse than Crystal Skull? It just doesn't make any sense. The man was in a refrigerator and survived a nuclear bomb. Not to mention the monkeys.
That's when it went downhill. Was right when that happened.
At the beginning.
Yeah, that's when it started going downhill after that.
Yeah. It was good up until the 5-minute mark.
Yeah. If it was a 5-minute movie, it would have been okay. Timber. It's interesting in this movie they make her look like a complete alcoholic.
Yeah, I guess so. She's functioning though.
Shows you how much she's been drinking there. If she can drink that much and still function.
Little Richard passed away.
Yeah, that was a shocking news today. And 2020 just gets worse.
I do like Short Round. He's one of the best parts of Temple.
I love the chemistry between him and Indy.
Yeah, they were going to do a young character in this movie, but it never happened.
I just think they should have kept Short Round in the other ones.
Take care, Midnight's Edge.
Take
After
care, man.
dark.
No one's questioning you, Wesley.
That's true. He did drink from the cup, but not a lot. I have no idea. Number one, I'm not good with such things.
I don't think it's hard to think of any movie that she's in except for these Indiana Jones ones. Oh, and there's the medallion. She was in Animal House?
It's been so long since I've seen it.
I think that's one of the movies we should do.
I can put it in the vote, but I don't know how well it'll do.
You never know. People might just want a stupid good comedy one day. Is it me or is I like this character? He like resembles a good Gestapo agent.
I don't know how to answer that. Because if I say yes, I'm going to say, people are going to say I like Gestapo. But no, he's a good actor. We'll
He
put it that way.
portrayed a Gestapo agent pretty well. He's kind of what you would think if you ever knew one.
Yes, I know you'll eat it.
Let her go.
What made Indy want to come back?
He was probably stalking her.
Then why didn't he come back sooner?
Well, he figured he wanted to be the hero.
He was going to die anyway.
That doesn't work.
That's a waste of good whiskey right there. How did he not hit him? Your hand does not smoke when you burn it.
That fire really blew up. Huh. You got headphones on, Commodore? Commodore Ty?
Yep.
You got headphones on?
Yep.
Hmm.
I like this character too.
Where did the animal come from? From a mother animal.
It's Cairo. Because up here in Canada, heck, I've seen deer across the street.
Well, that's a good business strategy. Belloq. Belloq. You see? The same question I had. No, I'm not going to run away with this. Just give it to me. Hmm. Of course we need the monkey. We don't know how the ratings for this movie are going to be. Yar.
I didn't know
uh,
monkeys could be Nazis.
the monkey is hailing. That's ominous. Number one sci-fi says Happy Mother's Day to Mama Prey and all of the other mothers of everybody else. Oh, thank you so much, number one.
Thank you. Indy
Mama
Tiger,
Prey is also saying thank you.
Indy Tiger, you decided to eat dates because of this movie?
Har, har, har. Yeah, that's what Doomcock said last night. Ha, 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 ha. I had a feeling we knew that was going to happen. Don't get in there. Yes.
Oh boy.
Goddamn monkey. Let's listen to our Nazi monkey. Yeah, Richie, it happens. Ah, the best scene of the movie.
You know the story behind it.
I know it was ad-libbed.
It was because, from what I hear, he was having a bout of diarrhea because they were supposed to choreograph a huge knife fight scene. He's like, screw
Uh-huh.
this. Bang.
Yeah, I'm an American. It didn't mean much in 1938. It's not going to, 1936. It's not going to get you out of anything today either. How rude.
It's
Come
the
on, Indy. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one.
it's the version of the trying to find the right taxi car in the.
You never bring a sword to a gunfight. Absolutely, Kronos. Yes, Mama Prey corrected me. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one, unless that one is Mama Prey.
Captain Trek, hello.
Qapla Captain Trek.
Well, that's my story. You don't like them? That's what I was eating.
Hmm.
Number one, I don't think it's much of a spoiler because most people have seen this movie at least once, but yes, that is at least one of my favorite scenes of this movie.
No, my favorite scene was just what happened, where he shoots the guy with the sword.
That's a good scene too.
I don't like face melting and gory scenes. Does anybody ever say you and I are not so different and actually mean it in a complimentary way?
It's always the bad guy that says it too in the movies.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a cliche for bad guys or bad women or whatever to say that so they can think in their own head that they're actually not.
I mean, sometimes it's true, like in Balance of Terror. I mean, he didn't say exactly that, but he said in another world I could have
Well,
called him friend, which is pretty similar thing to say.
one of the best Star Trek's movies show episodes is there.
Yeah. Wow. Look at
Even
all those
Geode,
prime orphan miners.
they're his friend's kids, I believe.
Not so much, Kronos. Yar, I'm a motorcycle pirate. Having that one eye has got to be hell for depth perception while driving the bike. Well, I'm sorry, Kronos, but I see a bunch of kids who clearly don't have jobs. And yeah, I think shouldn't they be put to, more efficient work? That is one of the reasons I don't hate Temple of Doom. Those kids are gainfully employed.
Immoral technique. That's interesting to know.
Very cool. No, I don't like the snake scene. Don't like the spiders. I don't like the skulls being crushed by things. Isn't it amazing that Kadam is exactly 12 inches? Like a foot.
Jinx.
Uh-oh.
Dead monkey.
Aw, poor monkey. Number one sci-fi says, spoiler, who shot JR? Maggie Simpson.
That was Monty Burns.
Same thing.
Yes, Kronos, that monkey was a jerk. Just a foot off.
Yeah, this isn't suspicious. Were you playing with the light?
No, that's what it is.
Huh. Our lights are blinking here. Well, it's very windy, so it's probably what it is. If I go down, I guess the
That's me.
okay. Mama probably just scared me. She shut off the light. If my power goes out, I'll have a generator. The Bird of Prey 5 screening room will keep playing, but the thumbnails on the Sinema Saturday window will stop for a few minutes until I'm back online. I am streaming on my room, Joseph. BirdoPrey5.com. BOP5 screening room.
It's funny how he knows which hole to put it in. Yes, Kronos, this is a great music. Makes the movie.
The music is excellent. The tip counts.
He just rammed it in there.
Hmm. Yeah, that is clearly longer than 5 feet.
I would say it's almost 6.5.
Right. That looks like it's the wrong size that they were talking about to begin with.
Yeah.
Good call, Indy
Indy
Tiger.
yeah, 4-6-1. That rod had at least another half a foot to a foot above Indy.
Now I broke it in half. Nobody will ever be able to recreate it.
Can't get away with that nowadays.
No.
Too much bratwurst?
Well, isn't that lucky coincidence? Untie her first.
He seems like he enjoys it.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he does. So Harrison Ford is 6'1". So yeah, it was definitely at least a 6.5 foot
Minimum.
pole. Yeah, maybe 7.
But didn't it say it was going to be 72 inches or something?
Well, it was supposed to be 72 inches minus one. Well, the Zoloft, so whatever the hell they were called. Which,
yeah, but 72 inches is 3 feet minus
no,
whatever
it's
it is.
It's
So
6 feet.
72?
72 inches is 6 feet.
Okay, yeah. So
Right.
it should have been a minimum 5 feet.
Right. It should have been a 5-foot staff. Excuse me.
Yes, Hector, 72 inches is 6 feet. So that must mean that they must have had, because they said Belloq's staff is too long. So
Mhm.
that must mean he must have had an 9 foot pole.
I guess, or it's just a continuity error. So they're literally digging all around it.
Yeah.
It's not that they were a mile off. They were just,
I think they were like a foot off.
yeah, like they would have found it eventually. Richie Poole testing. I see it, Richie.
How could they have not found that by now? They
Yeah,
looked everywhere else. And it doesn't look like they did dig that deep.
that looks like it's 6 feet down, maybe.
I don't think it's that far down.
Look at those awesome special effects.
Hey, it's better than some of today's stuff. Because
Oh, wait,
Indy,
that's not that deep.
yeah, it's like maybe 3 feet at most.
Yeah.
Yes, Indy. Yes, Indy, Tiger. You're right.
Why does the floor move?
This is why I appreciate movies back in the 80s. You don't get realistic feel anymore with these multi-million-dollar movies now with all their CGI in front of a green screen.
Yeah, a lot of snakes were used in the making of this movie.
Why'd it have to be snakes?
Very dangerous. Uh, it's amazing she can sleep tied up and gagged.
Means she's used to it.
Yeah.
How does he know? Has he tried it?
You could stand up, at least dignify yourself.
Manners.
Seen anybody have a teacher not to talk with a mouth full?
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Told you they portray her as an alcoholic. Well placed mirror. Yes, Chronos. She does seem very uncivilized. She did live in the had a bar in the mountains.
So good that he had her, measurements.
I wonder how long it took the people to make those statues. The arts department to make those.
What do you mean? Those aren't real statues in Egypt right now?
Probably not. It was
Son
probably
of a-
done on a stage somewhere. I'm just wondering how long it took them to make it because they're very well done.
Probably paper mache.
I don't
Just
think
very
they're
well
that weak.
finished.
I don't think they're that weak because you did see Indy put his foot on it.
Mhm.
I'm thinking wood, like plywood, and
Mm,
with maybe some sort of wood or metal structure.
maybe they made it out of Legos.
That would have hurt.
Oh yeah, this is smart.
Oof. You lush. Who fancies grilled snakes? I hear that's a delicacy in some places.
I'd pass, but yeah.
Could taste like chicken.
I think DJ says he's had snake.
So DJ, does it taste like chicken or not? No.
Tastes like snake.
Actually, Hector, I don't think there would be too many ribs in the meat because there was a show on history of people doing butcher, and one of the things they had to do was butcher a python.
No way two people are lifting that.
Did they get the rock from the Star Trek set?
You couldn't read the name?
You couldn't just tell us? And completely misses. Okay, you're cut off, lady.
You're wasting good stuff. Can't have too much of this in the desert.
I think the bottle says Uzo.
Yeah. So was he just watching the whole time?
He could have been outside the whole time. Hide behind the man that you threatened with a knife. Great idea.
I think this guy was the inspiration for Garrick. Nah.
No, no. He's
Uh,
too on the nose to be Garrick. I can see Garrick being like this when he was with you, City in Order.
I could see Garrick playing him in Bashir's Hollow novel,
Yeah, for sure.
Indiana Bashir, in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
What would Miles play?
Miles would play the monkey.
I would see Cisco playing one of the big bad guys because he did a very good job when he was in when they had him in the last Hollow novel.
Yeah, our man Bashir.
Just shows you how good Avery Brooks is.
Oh yeah.
Might be a controversial statement, but I think he was one of the better captains.
Oh, I would say he's certainly, if not the best, he's certainly second best.
Well, you
The
couldn't
only one.
really place him above Kirk or Picard, but definitely he's up there.
I could place him above Picard. I don't know about Kirk, but
Maybe I just have a more of a good feeling for Picard because I was born in the '80s and I grew up with Picard was the first captain I knew.
hmm.
See how close they are to the site?
Hmm.
It's literally like a foot away.
If only they had gotten out like a half hour earlier.
That stone tab that they had to use cry bars looks like it was wood in this scene.
Hmm. Wow.
And she survived? If that was stone, it wouldn't have broke.
Yeah. Control yourself, woman.
She's probably still half in the bag from yesterday.
New Kids on the Block did a parody of Airfield Scene back in the day. May have been for their TV show or music video. Can't remember which. I was not a New Kids on the Block fan, Darth Maul, but I believe you.
I trust you on that. The only parody of this scene, the airport field scene I know of, is from Family Guy.
That's very bright for a completely dark.
And she doesn't seem to object to her clothes getting ripped off.
Yeah, she doesn't. Indy.
Right on her.
Hmm. Again, it's so much light down there.
Yeah, well, they had to keep it light, or else you wouldn't be seeing anything except two
Mm.
torches. And yet, still brave for a sealed up tomb.
Yeah.
I guess they had to make it like that, or else we wouldn't see anything. And it'd be like 5 minutes of darkness.
See, if it was today, though, they would do it for authenticity. And we'd get the final season of Game of Thrones. It's just so dark. Because it was night. Couldn't see anything.
But they've had movies like that before.
Chrono says, close your eyes. It's going to get too. Ah, Jesus. Is that Momo? That looked like Momo, the first one. Oh, my God. That is not good. Look. Oh, yeah. It's just this random block.
And, oh yeah, one of them can get it out, but it took an army of Egyptians to put it in there.
That's a cool looking plane.
Is it me, or do I just think of Peter and the Big Chicken during this scene?
I don't know what Peter and the Big Chicken. Oh, from Family Guy?
Yeah.
Ah, I was going to say, I don't know what Peter and the Big Chicken is, but I gotcha.
Well, it's the giant chicken, but
Yeah, I understand now. I thought there was like a movie or a show. I was like,
no,
Peter
but
and
they did something similar to this in Family Guy.
Oof. He was just looking for a fight. That would have broke the plane. You see, biting can be a very effective technique.
It sounded like a laser blast from Star Wars when that happened. Pew! Oh, and I have it to close.
Wow.
Here comes the gas. That will come up.
Shouldn't have been sleeping to begin with. Is there a reason she can't get out of the plane that I missed?
I think it's locked or something.
Yes, planes that lock from the outside.
And he didn't notice this blade was coming. If it doesn't work, fire at it.
It works in all the other movies.
Yeah, that's what she did say in the Tiger, that the cockpit latch was stuck.
At least he's honest.
I actually played this theme when I was in high school in the band.
Ah. I could never play any instruments, and the music teacher said I had no business being singing either. So, but that's cool. Was that an event or just?
It was
Just for fun?
the band, like it was a normal class, but we had our concerts at the end of every semester. So
Mhm.
we played this one for one of them.
Yes, horse versus machine gun and truck.
Do you realize after watching this on a couple occasions that this chase scene looks very similar to the chase scene in The Last Crusade?
Mm, yeah, I guess. I mean,
The Wilhelm scream. Well, that guy's dead.
right. The truck is going to overtake the car.
Yeah, the truck can probably do 40 at most. The car can probably go 60 or 70.
Thank you, Kronos.
There were people in the truck the whole time. Why didn't they try to get it earlier?
I don't think they knew what was happening.
Oh,
Took longer
like
for.
they saw people, their colleagues aim machine guns at them.
I mean, I wonder if there are roads even like that anywhere in Egypt.
There
I
might
didn't think
be near
Egypt had
the.
that high topography changes.
Who knows? There might be. Punch the wound.
They didn't use safety glass. Uh, yeah, that's not good. Why don't you just slam on your brakes, car, and then he'll definitely hit you?
Fire. You got a gun? Just Bang, done.
It's clearly obvious what he's about to do.
And they still don't do anything about it.
My God, some of those things have to be so hot. You can't just slide on the ground like that.
You'd
Your
be dead.
clothes would be ripped. You'd be dead. Parts of your skin would be all over for a mile behind.
And he comes off with merely not even a scratch.
Yes, now let's give him the same chance he had. Oh, well.
Ford can do it. You cannot.
Uh,
Oh yeah, we just see a whole lineup of people on one side. It's oh so inconspicuous. Did they just kill a dog?
sounded like it. I don't trust that one.
He seems to be a good guy at the end.
I don't know. He's very suspiciously introduced.
What happened to the bullet wound? His hand's right on it.
He's better now.
How did she know about
Wow.
children? She was kidnapped the whole time. She didn't go by his house or anything.
Maybe Indy told her.
That's the only way she could have. You're right, Joe. I think she did meet him for a bit, but I don't see him giving her fire or stuff like that. So boom.
What was that?
It sounded like a gun going off. It was just a bang. Like I think they went a little too overboard with the sound effects on that one. Indy Tucker, you are right. But I'm just wondering, where was it the fire part? Because that was the first kiss she gave him. You just got hit there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he was just looking at there. It was painful.
Welcome back, Lady Mist.
Qapla Lady Mist.
Hector, unfortunately, this was a PG movie, so you won't be seeing any titties. She's ready. He falls asleep. That mouse is on acid. It's tripping.
It's the most stable boat I've ever seen.
Well, I did say
No
the engine
rocking.
stopped.
Oh, it docked.
It stopped.
Well, still, but you stop. It doesn't mean it
Yeah.
stops rocking. Rocking gets
Well,
worse.
the bigger the ship, the less you feel the movement.
This could be a problem.
Because even people like when the Titanic hit the iceberg, many people in the middle of the boat said they didn't even feel anything. So yes, DJ, if it's a rockin', don't come a knockin'. See ya, Jeff. Thanks for joining us.
Take care, Jeff.
Quite big for a U-boat.
Yeah, roomy.
I thought they showed him already on the boat. On the U-boat.
I didn't.
How did he even get off there? He was in a pipe.
He jumped off. He swam across. Is he
Without
wet?
none of those guys seeing him.
He has magic on his side.
Movie magic. Very well lit U-boat too. Yes, mountains. It was probably in the script.
So the entire time he was hidden.
Well, it didn't show the U-boat going down, so it could have been up. He could have been
He just traveled on the top, on the surface the whole way there. Got
maybe
off
before the
before
U-boat
anyone
even
noticed.
got it. Before the U-boat even docked. Shows you that Harrison Ford's bigger than the average German.
Hmm. Yes, we need a special altar.
In hindsight, he actually saved Hitler from all this.
Yeah.
You could have killed Hitler at that point.
I mean, maybe they would have checked for that before they left Egypt. I mean, why travel all the way there only to first check it now? Seems like a hell of a lot of work for potentially nothing.
Yeah, check it when you first get it.
Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous. Oh, are they still in Egypt? I'm so confused.
Bird, you're using the Ark of the Covenant for Sassy's garden house?
Who told you that?
Hector.
I cannot confirm nor deny. $27 watching with only 32 likes. Come on, people. I need at least a 2-to-1 like ratio, please.
Come on, hit the like button, people. Maybe subscribe to my channel as well.
Yeah, why don't you shout yourself out in case people leave before the end?
If any of you have not subscribed to my channel, which probably you haven't yet, sub. There should be some interesting reviews coming up in the next week or so that I'm behind in, but they should be coming up shortly. I'll give my unique taste on them.
You're a moderator, right? Yeah, you're a moderator. Well, put in your link when you get a chance.
For sure.
It's just so much easier since YouTube stopped allowing people to click on the dots. I'll be back in a minute. I'm still listening.
Well, I'll still be here for people. If you have any questions or want to know anything, let me know. Okay, this is going to be one of my favorite scenes coming up. Kronos, you won't regret joining my channel. It's quite like anti-trekkers, but I use a bit more colorful language than anti-trekker. Wah, wah. Yes, I know, DJ, and I much appreciate your support. Get some of the best special effects coming up right now, in my opinion.
A lot of dry ice.
I miss effects like these. It's all computered now. How does he not know not to look at it?
I don't know, just taking a chance, I guess. He's got nothing to lose.
Because wouldn't God be good to the good people and wreak vengeance on the evil?
You'd have to ask him.
Well, that's what I would feel like what would happen.
We should get Anti-Trekker to explain this scene.
Where is Anti-Trekker? I thought he would be on.
He's working these days. He works, except for Wednesdays and Thursdays. He works all days.
Oh, thank you, John, for explaining it to us. That what John was saying is that some people that look at the Ark without permission are the ones that are killed. So these guys do not have permission to look at the Ark.
Who do you get permission from?
God
Don't
Almighty.
say God. I think, though, to be fair, a lot of those people weren't looking in the Ark. They were just looking in the general direction of it.
I guess
Only
that's
a
what
couple
happens.
of people were looking in.
But I guess you look at it, you're dead if you're not welcome to look at it. It's all over. You can open your eyes now. Top, man. You get a bit of an Easter egg that you see the Ark in
Mhm.
the Crystal Skull.
Yeah, that was the high point of Crystal Skull.
Exactly.
It would seem to be like an Area 51.
I don't think Area 51 was around in the 30s.
No, I don't think so either. But
It could have been somewhere nearby because they did do a lot of atomic testings in the Nevada area in the like a few years later. Again, another Family Guy reference here. They did the same thing with James Woods. Nice map painting.
the final scene where the U.S. stamp is burned off.
No, they didn't have the US stamp burnt off. This is the end. Unless there's a cut where they showed it was an extra scene or something.
I don't recall seeing that. Unless it was in the movie, the original theatrical version or something that I was too young to see.
Or it could have been something where it was deleted scene and it's in the DVDs.
Mm.
They just cut it out due to time constraint or something.
Mountains of Elysium is the high point of the Crystal Skull. Is
Or one of the many was the refrigerator scene. Oh
no.
no! Don't expect us to do Crystal Skull anytime soon.
No, yeah, it's not happening. In the original theatrical release, they show the stamp being burned off.
Thank you, Mountains. You were just kidding about that. Thank you. For a second there.
like the well, I guess like the swastika was burned off.
Yeah, the swastika was burnt off. We saw that.
So they were saying that there was no difference between German and American. You just burn it all off.
But they showed you the Ark in the Crystal Skull, the only high point of that movie, and it was not burnt off. The information was not burnt off.
Retconned. Or maybe they found another way to apply it that didn't burn off.
Joseph, do whatever you want. If you want to start your channel with the Crystal Skull, fine by me.
More power to you. Yes.
More power to you, but I wouldn't expect a high viewer count for that one.
In fact, you should call your channel Joseph Patrick and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Sorry, Carlos, you missed the film, but you can always watch the repeat.
Yes, and if you're in the U.S., you can watch it on Netflix.
And if you want to rewatch the stream, go for it. All power to you. We all had some fun here, had some laughs, had some bars at each other. It was all good.
Yes, thank you, Commodore Ty. It was a good suggestion to co-host this with me. I'm glad you made it
Oh,
because
no problem.
this would have been a long one to do alone.
It's all good. If you want me back, I'll be back for next week for Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom. It sounds good to me. I will give you a tweet, a
Fine by me?
message, a direct message with the info.
Oh,
I'll be honest. I'm not planning that far out right now because until I get feeling a little bit better, I don't want to
understandable.
lay in stone that next week is even going to happen.
Exactly.
But assuming I'm okay, then yes, that sounds great.
Yeah, no problem. I have no problem. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Good. Number one survive says, well, next week is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Hopefully.
No, it is. It's been
Oh,
confirmed.
yeah.
What's up in the air, what's still being voted on now. Speaking of voting, I should put the link in to vote. For the following week is what movie? And of course, Last Crusade is got the higher votes for now, but it's early.
I would
hopefully-
highly suggest The Last Crusade so we can watch the Indiana trilogy.
Right. And if the third one wins, then no, number 4 will not be on the list.
No. I don't have enough beer to get through it.
We've got Apollo 13. We've got Idiocracy. I put Goonies back on. Somebody wanted me to put Goonies on. And one more. I forget what, but there's one other movie possibility.
If I could suggest maybe we should start doing some MCU movies because we do have Black Widow coming out in November.
Are there? They have to be MCU movies at least 10 years old.
There's a couple. Iron Man,
Yeah, I guess original Iron Man.
Incredible Hulk.
Mhm.
Anything made before 2010? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put a list. I'm starting with movies I have electronically accessible first to make it easy on myself. And I don't think I have many of the old MCU movies in digital format yet, but it's certainly possibilities. And the Continuum, thank you so much.
Thank you.
With a 549 euro super chat. Says, thanks for the great time, bro. You're welcome, Continuum. And I'm sure a thank you goes out to Commodore Ty as well, since he was easily 51% of today's conversation. Thank you. And guys, if you haven't checked out the Continuum, please do. Again, if you thought you subscribed to him 6 months ago, it's a new channel. He left YouTube and came back. So he needs all new subscribers again. So I don't know, it's been maybe 2 or 3 months now since he's been back.
Well,
so if you haven't subscribed recently, you've got to resubscribe. And I know Richie Poole, Idiocracy would be great. Ciso Prey would co-host. And now here's the problem. If we don't get to Idiocracy within the next few weeks, Ciso Prey would have the baby and then not have time to co-host. So there's only so many chances we're going to have at this of Ciso Prey co-hosting another movie. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Commodore Ty, you want to give out your channel one more time?
For sure. Let me just post it in here.
Yes.
So I'm just
Okay.
posting my channel. There it is. I've already had some of the people subscribe. Thank you very much. Like I
Awesome.
say, I will try to get some new content out in the next week or so, even though it's going to be stuff we've already seen, but I put my own take on it. I
Very
give you
cool.
my opinions. I still got to get through Picard.
Wow. Yeah, it's I'd say it's worth it, but
Uh,
it's so.
I know. I've I've gone through Picard. No, I just got to do the writing and editing and all that stuff, the voiceovers for the video and all that.
Right. The easy parts. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
No,
the
those
easy
are the
part.
hard parts.
And I still got to do some of the Twilight Zone. After episode 5 of the Twilight Zone, I just stopped caring. But
Yeah, it's tough.
I've started it. I gotta get through it. I promised people I would get through it. So I gotta get through it.
I know Mountains of Elysium. I was thinking of doing it, Idiocracy, maybe on a Sunday. If it gets too close and Idiocracy isn't going to win, maybe we just do a Sunday stream with Idiocracy so she can co-host. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to call it a day here.
For sure.
Talk to you later. Take care, Commodore Ty.
Take care,
Take
all.
care, everyone in the chat. Thank you for coming. And I don't know if anyone else streams later. I'll see if I can
Yeah. Good
find
luck
you.
and prosper all.
Yes. Qapla.